My name's James Morton. I like to bake, I love bread, as you can see. I've got a book coming out soon. It's called Brilliant Bread, and I'm very proud of it, so I hope you enjoy it. My recipe for pitas uses two types of flour, plain flour and strong flour. And you could use all strong, you could use all plain. I think the combination of the two works particularly well. It gives a good level of puff in the oven. Salt and the yeast on opposite sides, and rub them in. Once those are all rubbed in, I'm going to add the water. Now the water isn't measured in the measuring jug, it's pre-weighed out. And you should always weigh your water because it's far, far more accurate. I'm just going to combine that together using my trusty dough scraper here. And as you can see, it's very quick to come together. Just finish it off with our hands. Once that's come together as a dough, leave that dough for half an hour. The yeast will do everything your hands do when you knead and make that bread ready for its first proper proof. But because we've got the time, we're going to do some kneading. We're going to knead this. Because it's quite a dry dough, we're going to knead it in the traditional English way, which is shown in the book. Now, very importantly when you're kneading, no flour on the surface, none at all. Key to a traditional English knead is just to stretch it out. Stretch out your dough and then roll it up. And just do that again. You don't need to knead that long before you start getting a very, very, very more than acceptable product. If we were to shape that as it is, you could become very convinced that that was a well-proven dough. And actually that's probably going to be fine. We'll just leave that to rest now for about an hour before we can roll and bake our pitas straight away. Here we have our proved pita dough, and it's gone massive actually. It's looking quite good. I'm just going to plonk it out on the table here, and then we're going to roll it. So just coat it quite evenly in flour to start off with. What I tend to do is I roll it out into a little sausage. So you just cut it roughly in half. You can use a knife if you don't have a dough scraper. And then roughly in half again. So you've got 4, and then each of these in half one last time. And basically it's just as simple as rolling each of these out into whatever kind of rough shape you want. That's one. So there you have your 8 pitas, nearly ready to eat. So get your pitas 4 at a time and place them on your baking tray. Right, I'm just going to pop these in the oven until they've puffed up nicely and are just blushing brown around the outside. 4 beautifully puffed up pitas.